Number 15. Now, just to put you in a picture, number 16 has been withdrawn, just to let you know. Number 15, South New Brighton Park Estuary Edge Treatment. No. Councillor Barber's happy to move, and Councillor Kearns happy to second. Sorry. Sorry.
Who's the seconder? Sorry.
Councillor Templeton.
Thank you.
Would you like an introduction today? I mean, there were previous decisions made by previous councillors. Some councillors may not understand. Would you like a quick introduction?
It won't hurt to get the youngies up to speed.
Sure. I'll hand over to Dave.
Sure.
Who wasn't here at the time, but I'm pretty sure he knows the history.
I've done some research. So the history is that there was a report put up to council in 2020, which was before my time, recommending that through South New Brighton Park section of this project, that a cobble beach was constructed as the method of erosion mitigation. Subsequently to that, through quite an involved process on this project, we've worked with mana whenua and archaeologists who've confirmed that there are midden along that edge. That makes the idea of constructing a cobble beach untenable, because you'd have to cut through all those middens to create that beach on the slope back from the current edge. Mana whenua have confirmed to us that they would find that unacceptable, which could damage our relationship and also introduce quite a consenting risk. The alternative is to build the cobble beach out from that existing edge into the estuary, and our planners have advised that's also a very significant consenting risk, because that becomes reclamation, which changes the project, and there was a previous section of reclamation that we actually dropped from the project due to that exact risk. So the recommendation is that the only way forward, the only practical way forward, is to construct as small a section of gabion baskets along that edge to protect the middens as we possibly can, and carry on with cobble beach for everywhere where there weren't middens.
Okay, thank you. I've got a question. When is the Jacobs report going to be finished so we can put it into ECAN for consent?
So we're currently preparing a memo to Community Board, which will be out in the next couple of days, which will update the timing, but it's getting very close.
Okay, and have you got any idea roughly how long it's going to take at ECAN? There's a loaded question for you.
No, we can't really predict that, because it'll depend on what feedback comes through via consultation on that consent. So we can have, if it goes to appeals, if it goes to Environment Court, we can't predict that. What we do know is that typically consents there at ECAN, because of their resourcing, are taking longer than City Council consents. So that could easily be a 6-month process as a minimum, with subsequent appeals and hearings and things beyond that. So it's very hard to predict.
No, I totally understand. I've heard numbers between 18 months and 2 years, which scares the living daylights out of me. So thank you for that. Okay, so we had a mover and seconder, Councillor Barber and Councillor Templeton. I'm happy to put that motion. All those in favour? Aye. Against? Thank you. Carried. Thank you, James.
Item 17.
Righto.
Amendments to delegations.
Sam, no, item number 17, Sam's happy to move it, and Jake is happy to second it. Any questions? Any debate? I'll put that motion. All those in favour? Aye. Against? Thank you. Carried.